สวัสดีค่ะ Good morning and welcome to Morning Thailand. I'm Wanasan Kerhong.
And I'm Thananapat Noivien. Good morning, and you're watching this edition of Morning Thailand on Thursday, September the 19th, 2013. And as usual, it's one of those days where we have a lot of issues to focus on, especially in the parliament, because it's the first day where they will start the second reading of the 2.2 trillion baht borrowing bill.
And don't forget, the government side came out and say that they will try to finish it within 2 days. And we're not sure because for the past, few weeks that we have seen the deliberation, it took a lot of time. So I'm not sure in 2 days, but at this point, Pheu Thai Party has already came out and say that all their MPs gotta be there. So, you gotta have to wait and hear a little bit more on the last session. However, we're gonna start with some good news because, of course, once again, our new generation of students actually made good names for our country once again. And this is talking about the musical side of obviously education. And this is for the DCI Championship award that has been World Award actually 2013 that the students in Thailand actually won. Now this is the championship where involving all the marching bands and such. We have actually in the past years did a pretty good job with marching bands as well as cheerleading, to a lot of people's surprise because it doesn't seem like we have seen those a lot in terms of, support and such, but we did pretty well. So yesterday, the Prime Minister Kun Yingluck Shinawatra opened up the parliament and let all these students in. So the teachers, along with students, all together in number is about 250 people to receive awards from the Prime Minister as well as, good comments from her complimenting them on giving us all this joyful news. Now they say that Prime Minister actually provided several of the rewards as a support to encourage all these students to do more of this kind of events and attend these events. Now they say that due to the fact that this kind of marching bands, obviously you have to work together. So teamwork is very, very important. So she said that she salute them for that and for actually be able to focus as well as have patience and perseverance and get to actually compete in this kind of competition and receive these joyful awards. Now, she also encouraged a lot of students to practice and move on and continue into this path. Obviously, the World Championship will take place almost every year, and Thailand this year received gold as well as silver medals from this particular championship in different branches. So congratulations once again for all those students.
It's very good to see that a lot of Thai students that won a lot of academic competitions and also the music competition like this one.
Especially after we talked about education in Thailand yesterday, right? So it looks like we are moving to the right direction. The next thing we need is, to be able to equip them with how to critically think.
Yes. And of course, moving on to the next story, which is quite a big story this morning on the front pages. It coincided, Kun Golf, with the September 19th, 7th anniversary of the coup that toppled Kun Thaksin, and this time his name surfaced on the front pages. And another one in the entertainment industry, a very famous folk singer, we have talked about her before. Nong Bai Tei Asayan, a very famous and very sexy folk singer. However, she was criticized a lot in Thailand. And this time, her name was involved with Kun Thaksin Shinawatra because there is a rumor circulating on social media this week that she has met Kun Thaksin Shinawatra, the former Prime Minister, abroad. And not just once, twice. So yesterday, where Nong Bai Tei had performed in a mini concert in Central Lad Prao department store, an army of reporters were there waiting for the interview. However, she admitted that it was true that she had met Kun Thaksin abroad, once in Hong Kong and another one in Singapore. However, it was for her job only because she was hired to perform in a In Singapore, she was there for the F1 Grand Prix.
Oh, okay.
And the other one in Hong Kong, she was hired to sing in a private party of Kun Thaksin Shinawatra and his supporters. A lot of them flew from Thailand to visit him.
Okay, and also watch her perform, obviously. And it's quite controversial because apparently, Kun Thaksin technically is still on the run.
Yeah.
Because the court has already ordered charges against him. However, so for Kun Bai Teuy to actually come out bluntly and admitted this, it's just very interesting.
Because earlier, some figures in the entertainment industry has been involved with the red shirt protests before, Kun Theng Thơ Theng, right?
Right.
So he got to come out and deny that he wasn't the supporter of the red shirt, neither Kun Thaksin. But Kun Bai Teuy said that she was hired for 500,000 baht for the night of performance. So twice was 1 million. And also she got a brand name bag as well, a Louis Vuitton. She said that after the concert, the performance in Hong Kong, Kun Thaksin's right hands had brought her for shopping in Hong Kong and they bought her a bag.
Wow. All right. Good pay. Gotta say.
Right?
Wrong industry we're in.
And she said that she had talked to Kun Thaksin a little bit. Kun Thaksin didn't know her before.
Oh, okay.
But he asked her to sing a lot of Thai songs. And this is her new house, Kun Bai Teuy. I was a follower of her Twitter and IG.
Nice.
Yeah, Instagram. And she just bought this house in Bangkok Boulevard Housing Estate.
Wow, that is one
around 20 million baht. And she also admitted that she got a discount from Kun Thaksin's family as well for this particular
She admits
mansion.
to a lot of things. You gotta give it to her. She's very, honest about whatever in her life to let us in. Normally, they're not gonna tell us that much.
No.
All right.
And apart from that, last night around 1 a.m., 1 in the morning, Kun Pantongtae Shinawatra, Kun Thaksin's son, had posted on his Facebook saying about the September 19th, and he was wondering.
Today already. Okay.
He was wondering why his father's name was mentioned during this particular day.
Oh, so he thinks
that this might be the news that aims to destroy the credibility of his father.
All right, that could be that too. Okay, let's move on to another case. Once again, arrest of drugs. This time, it seems like the police are able to crack down on one of the biggest network because this particular person, Kun Chairat Nu Thong, he's actually the owner of a nice resort in Pranburi district of Prachuap Khiri Khan province. Now, in this particular case, the resort actually is 18 rai. There's about 10 of the houses in the area, so big resort, mind you. And the police already confiscated all his assets at this point because they actually have been on this case for a while now. And Kun Chairat apparently know Kun Orachun Udomsin, who's actually the inmate, used to be inmate in one of the prisons that Kun Chairat were also in at the same time. So these two ended up become partners in crimes and decided to open up the resort. And obviously they went to, according to Kun Chairat, went to Thakilek of the Pama. So of Myanmar, excuse me. I just say Pama in Thai. Okay, of Myanmar, obviously, in the neighboring country. And bringing in, they say, at a time, 65 baht worth of methamphetamine pill. One pill, 65 baht, and he's able to sell it for 200 baht in Thailand. So I guess is quite a nice business that was going. So the police actually went in and they actually set up a story where asking him to actually giving them to deliver 6,000 of the methamphetamine pills. Once he get to the Tesco Lotus, one of the hypermarket in Pranburi, they actually went in. The police arrested him on site and took him to the Ginari Resort and Spa, which is his estate, obviously, and found another 1,000, along with another culprit who actually a buyer that decided to stay in the resort. So the police were able to arrest him too. Now at this point, he admitted that he actually selling all this methamphetamine pills, and this is one of the biggest drug network linking to the Northern Network as well as money laundering. And they say that at this point, the assets worth about 120 million baht has already been confiscated and seized. And plus, what they found is also another pile of documents that's supposed to be belongs to the officials. That's supposed to be of a secret, with the secret print on top of it. So somehow he actually have this in his possession as well, plus the information on how to produce methamphetamine pills and other type of drugs. Now, the police, obviously, at this point, he's arrested for just selling and buying, but not for producing. But it seems like he's on his way to do so. However, he said that he was just using these information as, a leisure reading kind of thing, because he's interested in it. It's an interesting topic for him. Therefore, he has all this document. It wasn't meant to be produced. But let's see if the police gonna buy that excuse. Right.
Okay, now just to wrap up this session, I've got an update on the case yesterday, Khun Golf, where we report about the disgraced monk who was caught on a videotape naked and kissing a married woman, wherein a relative of the husband had hid the camera under a television set and caught the situation.
Right.
A monk, the disgraced monk.
In several occasions. I think 4 at least.
Yeah, and yesterday the disgraced monk his name has been revealed. Phra Kru Bunyaphinan, he is the abbot of Wat Pamok Temple in Kapong district of Phang Nga province.
Famous temple.
And he was officially removed from the monkhood at 4 a.m. yesterday during a meeting with Pratep Panyamuli, the ecclesiastical provincial governor of Phang Nga province at the Prachum Yoti temple in Mueang district. The disgraced monk, a 52-year-old, he's the former ecclesiastical district governor in Phang Nga province, locally known as Phra Ajahn Lead. He already left the monastery where Phra Panya Thepmuli is the abbot in a car with his disciples and already headed to an unknown location. And later on, reporters had asked Phra Panya Muli, so he said that he himself and the provincial Sangha Council had verified that the man in the video clip appeared to be Phra Ajahn Lead because his face could be clearly seen in the footage where we could not, and we didn't want to.
No, not really.
He said Phra Ajahn Lead, when asked about the allegation, he neither denied nor accepted, so he didn't say anything.
Right, but he obviously have to leave the monkhood. So, well, that's good. See, he could have done that before he did this. Seriously, he could have left the monkhood before committed this type of exactly. Look at Misuo, right? He left before he actually got married to a woman. That's, you gotta give him credit for that. But for this one,
so that makes the story ends very quick.
Exactly. All right, let's take a break because next we have a report on obviously heavy rain in several spots, 18 provinces altogether, as well as report on the fake dollars that has been arrested. So please stay tuned.